Rising proudly on a rocky outcrop, the ruins of this fortified castle are straight out of the legendary Middle Ages. Wanna get up there? Go on the other side of that pole. Use the pole to help you get up. It's a giant pit. Like a dragon pit, maybe? Here, get some video of it. Drop my camera in there. Oh yeah. This definitely could have been a dragon hatchery. Yeah?
Look at that.
Look at that. Maybe it was a feeding hole. Can you see that hole there?
Yeah.
See that? Maybe that's where they dropped the food down?
Maybe. Let's get up there.
Beginning in the middle of the 3rd century, with the Roman Empire going through a deep political, economic, and social crisis, many of the regions of present-day Belgium became highly coveted by the German Gauls. But the Limes kept them on the other side of the Rhine River. Look at that view, buddy, huh? Wow. That could be a dungeon. We'll have to go check that out. But the Roman administration set up a hasty garrison here. But the presence wasn't permanent. And it really only, changed based on the threats. Wow, look at the size of this baby. So we have here another pit. It's hard to say what that was, but that could have been an entrance into the castle as well. But we definitely have a watchtower there. See that?
Yes, I do.
We can't get to it, but that, we might have to climb around and see if we can get over there or send a drone, huh? Let's go over here and check some of this out. Go this way, buddy. Oh, you're gonna go, okay, you're gonna go that way? So the military occupation here ceased after about 450, and the site was abandoned for about 4 centuries. There's a nearby cemetery here where they found displacement of the inhabitants of this valley, so maybe they found some graves of the people that lived around here. But this castle was actually, the first castle was erected here in about 900. And it was on top of these mighty rocks that it was occupied and belonged first to the Counts of Namur. What you got up there? Is anything interesting?
Giant great view rocks.
All right. 2 hands.
Great view of the mountain.
So in 1298, Guy de Dampierre, Count of Flanders, and the Marquis of Namur bought this land of Fang and gave it to his youngest son, Guy de Flanders, also called Guy of Namur. So Guy of Namur built a much larger castle here, which are presumably the remains of which we stand on now. And it's said that as regent of Flanders, and during the captivity of his father, he waged a war against the King of France. Yeah, he waged a war against Philip IV, or Philip the Fair, in a famous battle of the Golden Spurs. Have you? Ooh, this looks creepy. After the battle, the Guy of Namur, he took a dozen French knights hostages and brought them here. I wonder if this is where he put them in this dungeon. What do you think? You want to go explore it?
Yeah.
Okay, here. Go ahead. Tell me what you see. Flashlight's on. It's the end of the line. It's wet, huh? Yep. Got water dripping here. Let's go. All right, I don't see any dragon activity down here.
It looks like
This looks like maybe the pit where he kept his prisoners, huh? What we've discovered is that Guy of Namur was a cunning dragon rider, and his steed was none other than Tyrantic the Scorcher. And we believe that while holding this castle and fighting for independence, Guy used his dragon to strike fear into his subjects and his enemies. 1311, Guy of Namur passed away unexpectedly, and the possessions went to his future wife. And nothing is known of Tyrantic the Scorcher after that. What do you got? What do you see back there? I'll have to take that, huh? See if there's some evidence on that trail. What do you think this was here? What do you make of this? Oh, you know what we could do? Pull out our little booklet we got here. The owners gave us this little booklet. Tells you some information. I don't know, this looks like maybe it was an entrance to the basement or something. All right, we're gonna send up the drone and see if we can get some better aerial footage from above, okay? See if we can find anything. So our aerial investigation yielded nothing of significance.
maybe.
I don't know, we'll have to look at the, but it looks like these walls were all, see those, where those pieces come out right there? Those rocks come out? I think those were probably where floors attached. So this was probably multi-tiered, and then all of these, this wall is just lower here. I bet you this wall went up much higher. It's just been torn down for rocks. Because, you know, after 1500s, when cannons became a thing of the warfare, they started to just take these castles apart with cannonballs. And so they weren't as much of a fortress anymore, you know? So they started to use the stones for things like fences and houses and other stuff. And so we really know about one dragon that was here. That's all we really know about. There's not really finding a lot of evidence per se. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, this might have been the kitchen. You think it's a chapel? Maybe. Looks like they've turned it into something else now. But I bet you this was either a chapel or a kitchen or maybe the army where they had all their weapons and stuff. Maybe.
This is where they put their axes. It's probably.
I bet you. Yeah. An armory. So after this Guy of Namur's wife sold the castle, there was no sign of any dragon after that, and they don't know if maybe they disappeared in mourning or if they were killed or what. Nobody really knows, but there was no more dragons that we have learned about here. It was a perfect spot for dragons. But because maybe there was such little activity, or so few dragons, there really isn't a lot of evidence at this castle. I tell you, see that rock perch up there? That looks like a perfect spot. That looks like a perfect dragon hole. Yeah. Like a dragon, like where he would perch or hang out. Yep, that looks like a perfect spot. We're gonna go walk around the outside of the castle, see if there's any evidence that maybe the dragon didn't stay actually in the castle, but around the castle. We might make our way up to that perch up there, but I think as far as the investigation of the castle goes, we're done. This is a really good one. Make sure you hit subscribe button, stay tuned. We got more castles coming. We got more information that we're gathering. Follow us on social media. Thanks, bye. See how those stones have all come out of there? That's pretty interesting. What do you think? It's kind of got some scorch marks on it. We've made our way down from the top of the hill there, and we're coming along this piece of rock. And this is interesting here. This rock formation, or at least this type of rock, is interesting for anybody who is familiar with European dragons. They tend to sharpen their claws on it. Looking for any sort of caves or outcroppings. This is what the castle would have looked like in its heyday. Where we're standing now would have been sort of like the entrance, and then the walkway up to the castle.